Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday, the 25th of August. I'm just about to head off to a fair, so it's nearly 5 a.m. in Sydney, Australia. And I'm about to head out the door and thought I'll just do a quick day reading for you today. If my readings don't resonate with you, as all other readers say, there's plenty of other people on here you can go and watch, so please be my guest. I'll do the weekly readings for you probably on Monday Australian time. I'm using the Giro Marchetti deck today. Okay, let's see what's cracking for Saturday. Okay, first out, Nine of Wands. Now this card talks about the wounded warrior. Sometimes it talks about putting your defences up, keeping your boundaries up, making sure you put boundaries in place. This guy is very humble in front of this fence he's put up. So he understands why he's put it there. It's to protect him. He knows that. He's sensitive about that. But he knows that he needs to put boundaries in place to protect himself so he doesn't get wounded. Oh, a quick shout out to all the people who've liked my page too, or my YouTube site, whatever you call it, because I think I hit 86 this morning, which is really amazing for me, and so quickly. I've been asked by Spirit to do this for a really long time and I haven't been listening, so thank you to the people who've subscribed. Thank you so much to Spirit for pushing me to do this. I'm really enjoying it. Next card out is the Page of Cups. Now, this is an offer, and generally is an offer of love. With the Nine of Wands, I'm thinking that if you're going to accept this offer of love, there needs to be some boundaries put down. If you're a person who moves on love way too quickly and then finds people walk away, then possibly this is the type of boundaries I'm talking about. You know, respecting yourself, loving yourself, understanding you have value before you go into a relationship. But this is an offer of love. It's a small offer. It's just a little bit of a teaser. So it might be a date. It might be let's meet up, that type of thing. But definitely an offer here. Okay, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles. So you've been waiting for this. This is something you've been waiting for. The Ten of Pentacles talks of, you know, material, tangible things. But I feel like in this particular regard, because it's come after the Page of Cups, it's almost like it's this wealth for you, this richness, this receiving, you know, what you've put out to the universe. And I feel that this is something to you that feels like, you know, you're abundant, you feel amazing by this offer. It's very possible this person could have been in your life before. You may have had a very short relationship with them before, and now I'm feeling you there want something a bit more serious, and you've got to make sure this time you put your boundaries in. But definitely a feeling of abundance, which is absolutely beautiful. And next card out is the King of Cups. So you could possibly be dealing with a water sign, a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, who's bringing in this offer for you. There is sort of a mix of different cards here, but I feel strongly that this is someone who's dealing with a water sign. The King of Cups is a man who's can be a little cold sometimes, a little bit more calculated. He's not quite as emotional as the Queen of Cups, but he still comes with his emotions well balanced. He knows what he wants in love. He's very, how would you put, he's very sort of determined to get his way too. So this feels like a person who's not going to give up easily. He knows what he wants. Okay, then we have the Four of Pentacles. Now this sits across the Nine of Wands. So I'm thinking that perhaps the reason you need to put boundaries up is perhaps this is a person back from the past and you're hanging on to some past fears. Don't be afraid of this. You know, you have to treat every relationship like a new one. If you're going to move forward, then do it without your baggage. The Four of Pentacles looks at hanging on to this, and I feel like this is you at the moment, you know, hanging on to your fears. And this is why the universe is asking you to make sure you put good boundaries in place this time. If it's someone new, it might just be that you've had prior experiences with people, and because of these prior experiences, you're finding it difficult to let go of these fears. But you have to go into every relationship like it was the first one. Okay, then we have the Six of Pentacles. So it could be that you're at a time in your life where you've brought in balance for yourself. It could be that with this person before, or even with a new person, that you have to watch that a give and take is equal. Maybe you're the type of person who's gone all in before, and this is why the call to put up boundaries. So, maybe keep in mind that you're understanding that the other person needs to love you back. You don't invest everything you've got and get your heart broken, because you'll end up in this position all the time. And if you don't open your heart, you'll never experience the beautiful love that's being offered to you. Okay, then we have a Judgment card. I felt like this was sort of karmic. The Judgment talks about rebirth, second chances. This person is coming round again because I feel like they value you. I think that perhaps in the past they weren't in the right place to offer you something more, and they're coming back to offer you something now, which is really worthwhile and valuable. They see who you are now. If this is a soulmate twin flame thing, it could be that they came around the first time but needed to do some growth, and it spurred you both on to do a bit of growing. But definitely a feeling of karma here, a feeling of being there before. And for you, a decision, the Two of Swords. This often talks about a decision that you're finding hard to make because you don't have all the information. I mean, she's quite obviously blindfolded here. This decision also, because it's swords, can talk about cutting out something as well. So making a decision to change something in your life. So you're very, very much thinking about whether to move forward in this or not. And then in comes Temperance. Wow, there's a lot of big cards here. And Temperance actually falls on the Balance card. And it's sort of, you could be dealing with a Libra here. There is a bit of a feel of Libra. But this sort of talks about bringing balance into your life as well. So there's a real need here to make sure not only are you balanced, but that the relationship's balanced, that the give and take's balanced. Don't fall into the trap again where, you don't have boundaries up and you do everything, or give of your heart and the other person's cold back again. Make sure you're receiving back the love you need. And then the Two of Pentacles at the front. Look, you're going to deliberate quite a lot on this, and I think that's okay. I think it's okay to step back and, think about what's being offered here. I do think it's a true offer. I do think it's a real offer, and I think it comes after a period that you probably haven't seen this person. But there's a feeling that it is meant to happen here. But you need to be in the right place. Don't go in, and not have boundaries in place, or make the same mistakes you've done before by investing everything in this person without getting the love back you deserve. I think it's really important that this relationship stays balanced and that you get back what you put in. And putting your boundaries down, staying up front of the relationship, what you're prepared to accept, what you're not prepared to accept. So important in a relationship to make sure you're both on the same page. That card wants to come out. Okay, this is really nice. The Oracle card that sits across that talks of an angel, and it says your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. So please remember that, you're being led to this for whatever reason it is, and that you are protected. Make sure you do your prayers of protection and ask the angels to guide you. They like to step in and give you a hand, so maybe it's a good time to ask them how, to protect yourself and how you can let go of this past stuff. Okay, that's your reading. Thanks, guys.